Hi, I'm Josh Jackson, editor-in-chief of Paste Magazine. I'm here at the Jezebel and Paste Interview House here at South by Southwest. We're in Austin, Texas at high noon, and I'm joined by the creators of The Bleacher, and we've got Adam Wilder, Nicole Daddona, and Kate Micucci. Welcome, guys.
Hi, thanks.
Hi, so tell me, Kate, tell me how you got involved with these guys and in this project.
Well, I'm a huge fan of these two and what they make, and we were friends. And then during the pandemic, they reached out and said, "We have this project. Would you be interested in doing a voice?" And I was like, "Yes, I will do anything that they want to make." So I was thrilled, and that's really just being a fan is how I said yes to this.
Uh-huh. And Nicole and Adam, so this project, I know it has its roots in the laundromat. So tell us a little bit about the inspiration for. So it's a short film, 8 minutes, animated horror, but also funny and wild and wonderfully bizarre.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so we were living in Los Angeles a couple years back, and we spent a lot of time in the laundromat. And we started seeing a woman who was dressed in all leather, had a black umbrella, bright red hair, and we just were fascinated by her. And so we kind of wrote this story about her. And also the universal question, where do your missing socks go?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the long-standing question. So Adam, first Sundance now here at South by Southwest. How's the reception been? How's the experience been with this short?
Yeah, no, it's been an incredible experience. We never, in our wildest imagination, thought this 8-minute animated film would even have a festival debut, and here we are, and we're at South by and Sundance, rock and roll. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So what do you think the future holds for this? Where will people maybe eventually be able to see it on their own that are not at a festival?
That's a great question. I mean, right now we have a few places, top secret,
Uh-huh.
that might want to air this on their channels, networks, etc. But there's always YouTube.
Yeah.
Alternatively, if that does not pan out, so maybe Vimeo. Yeah. So
Great. Well, as someone from Atlanta, and I would just say, I don't know if this is one of the places, but it just feels like Adult Swim should be all over this thing.
yeah, no, Adult Swim's great. We actually developed an animated show for Adult Swim in 2018.
Uh-huh.
So we got to work closely with that team. We know Dave Hughes in Atlanta. What a wonderful guy. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, Kate, I know you've done voiceover work before, animation work. This character is a little different probably than what you've done before. How was the Bleacher, the woman with the umbrella here in the laundromat? How was connecting with this character in this short?
It was actually really like extra special for me because it was a voice that I didn't even know I had in me. You know, really, Adam and Nicole, when we met up to record on that day, they kind of really led me to what they were hearing, which was like, go a little deeper, a little creepier, a little raspier, and we found this thing together that I had never done, and I was so thrilling to like kind of go, oh, I can do this, cool. So yeah, now I do this a lot more. But no, it definitely it's always fun to find a different voice that you didn't know you had.
Oh, that's great. So, Kate, it is great to see you here. I know you've had health struggles. You had an album come out in November, and the timing on that was right when you found out you had lung cancer. It is so great to see you here. How has this recovery been? And can you tell us just a little bit about what you're doing now?
Thanks. Yeah, thank you. It was a real curveball. It was the day that my album came out that I found out that I had lung cancer, and so it's a double, yay, oh no. But I got very, very lucky. We found it super early on a random scan. I should not have known about it. I had no symptoms. So my story is kind of a weird one because I wouldn't have known about it, but I was just chasing some weird blood work. So I don't know, to everyone out there that has a little weird blood work, really, if you can, look into it. I got super lucky. I'm feeling great now. When we were at Sundance a few months ago, I was still coughing a lot, and it's so nice to be together now and be like, I feel a lot better. I mean, I'm still dealing with a few residual effects, but I'm mostly back at it, and it's I just feel every day I just wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm okay. I feel like I won the lottery. So thank you.
Well, it's great to have you here, and if you haven't checked out the album My Hat, and
Thank
before
you.
when we were talking, there's a song on there of about Mr. Rogers. Can you tell us a little bit about how that all came about?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm a huge Mr. Rogers fan. I mean, who isn't a Mr. Rogers
Yeah.
fan? I guess unless you live in a different country where you didn't watch, grow up watching him. But when he passed away, I had written him a fan letter when I was a teenager, just saying that I really hoped to one day make children's TV and that he was a big inspiration. And then he wrote me a wonderful letter back. And then when he passed away, I wrote him a little song, and it's called Mr. Rogers. And I've been playing the song for over 20 years, and then I recently got to put it out on the album. But it's a really special one. I think it makes a lot of parents cry when I sing it in front of an audience. But then the little kids, they don't know what I'm singing about. I mean, they obviously know Mr. Rogers, but I don't think they have the connection like we all do. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, a lot of our audience will probably know you from Garfunkel and Oates and from so many other things, from Scrubs. And but what do you have on the horizon? What's the future hold for you?
I'm making a bunch of cool things that I can't quite talk about just yet, but a lot of things that I'm working on, and I'm super excited about those. And also performing a lot. I'm soon to be getting back to doing my residency at the Bob Baker Marionette Theater in Los Angeles, where I do a kids show in front of a audience. It's super fun. It's like a family band, and my 4-year-old plays with us. It's a great time.
Oh, wow.
So I'm almost at a point where I can sing an hour's worth of songs, and as soon as I can, I'm looking probably for like May. I'll get back out there. So yeah.
Gotcha. So acting, puppetry, comedy, music. You've had a very full career doing a wide range of things.
Yeah, I dabble. I like to just do all. I like to make things. I think these two can totally agree. We're very much cut from the same cloth, where we're just writing songs and making art. And I recently started tagging in places that seem appropriate, mostly. But why not? It's
Oh,
just like
wow.
a fun thing to share what's share what you want to make. So
That's great. And do you guys have anything on the horizon? What the future holds after the Bleacher?
Yeah, I mean we're making a short film right now that could easily be a feature with Zeus Pictures. It's a genre surf movie.
Okay.
So it's a little different than the Bleacher.
Yeah.
And we also are working on a feature as well with Zeus Pictures. And that takes place in the 1980s, and that's also a genre film. Very, very creepy. Again, very different than the Bleacher. The Bleacher is a short film using the medium of short film to tell a story with an experimental level, whereas features, we can't do that.
Yeah.
This is our last pass at being weird.
Uh-huh.
We're going to be a little bit more focused with our
Gotcha.
features.
And all the features are live action?
They are, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
What drew you guys into this particular style of animation?
I think the story dictated the style of animation by tracking the figure, the characters at a local laundromat, taking a documentary approach to it. We can't just use their identities, so by alternating it and making it animated, it's limitless, and we could tell this story through that lens.
Well, I hope our audience gets to see it soon. It is wonderfully imaginative, and I thank you all for coming and joining us today.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Josh.